Alright, it's real echo in here, so you gotta be quiet. Had a signing event, only had one pen, so I got a pen, stick them out. I don't want to stand up here, so I'm going to speak. So what this is, for a lot of you new parents, people who don't know what it is, the kids, this is the kids signing an agreement to play for this club, right? So what is Shockwave? Shockwave is an organization. So think of it like a business, right? It's an organization where it is one step above rec, so it's not recreational soccer. Right now these girls are not club, they are academy. Really confusing. What does that mean? It means that they're still young enough to go into an academy where they can learn the basics at a higher level than rec. Does that make sense? And the reason why people make clubs is they want to be able to coach at their own pace, at their own liking, if you will. There is two other clubs in San Angelo Extreme, San Angelo Elite. Elite's probably been the longest one, and they're established. There's about 20 to 30 teams. We wanted to create our own thing, so that's why Shockwave was created. So Shockwave, there's our girls team. Who's missing right here? We have our 2018 girls team, and then we also have our 2013 boys team. And we're looking to add more teams. So, I was hoping there'd be a lot more newer faces in here, so I can say, hey, if you have friends, family, spread the word, because that's the only way this club grows, right? So those 5v5 tournaments that we always aspire to go to, or that was held here last year, they're held by clubs, right? So those clubs say, hey, we want to have a big tournament as a fundraiser, so that way when other teams come, they know who's hosting it, and then all the money that is raised, well, obviously 5v5 organization takes their cut, and then that's a big way to fundraise for us as well. We can't do that because we need at least 3 teams under our club, under our name, right? So that's pretty much a gist of what it is. To summarize all that, it's one step higher than recreational. It's getting them ready for competitive. When they get older, why clubs? When these girls get older, before they even go into high school, we can go to what are called showcases. I don't know about you guys, but I want my kid to go to college for sports. At showcases, it's not a recreational thing. You have to be a competitive team or a club, and I think they start at 9 or 10. There's college scouts there already looking at who stands out, right? So that's why it's important to understand what are we doing in that club, right? I always emphasize, hey, this isn't rec soccer, this isn't for cutesies, this isn't fun, no, this is the next step. And if obviously, you guys are down with that, that's why you guys are here. But that's why so these girls can get that next step way before everyone else, and hopefully, at an older age for them, before they're even in high school or even middle school, they can already start getting looked at by college scouts. And some of these need to grow quickly if we want that to happen for some of these shorter ones. Any questions about anything that I mentioned? Everyone understand what academy is or what club is? Okay. With that said, we are going to hand out, and this looks really scary, it was really spaced, what are called parent agreements. We'll go over these bullets together, summary. You have pins, pass them around. I have one. How many of you guys are signing the right way? There's 3 pages to 1, so. What's this? Yeah. Oh, my dear. All right, we'll go over these bullets together. So pretty much it's a little bit of an underlining of what we've already discussed at practices in our little team huddle. Really just expectations. So this season goes from now to August 1st of next year. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that. It's not from now to December, August, or it is August, but August of next year. Okay, it's a whole calendar year. Player commitment. Ensure your child attends practices, games, and team events, unless excused by the coach. Notify coach in advance if your child will miss. Encourage punctuality for all team functions. We're all pretty good on that. This parent conduct one. We haven't had any issues with this in the past. I think we're probably the only team that's good on it, but I still want to elaborate on it. The first bullet really just talks about demonstrating positive sportsmanship towards the players, coaches, and other parents. Guys, when we play soccer, we are going to play a physical sport. Your girl is going to get pushed, they're going to get bumped, they're going to get tripped. It's expected. You're going to hear other moms like, oh, push her back, just don't feed into it. Trust me, as much as you want to, don't, because then it stirs up a whole other ordeal. We actually had an issue like this when these girls were like 3 years old, and luckily they didn't get out of hand, but just emphasize on that. The one that's highlighted, no sideline coaching. Again, we're pretty good on that. Coaching from the sideline, guys, it confuses the players and may conflict with my instructions. Instead, please cheer and encourage, but don't give directions or instructions during the games or practices. No, you're fine. So about that, sometimes in the game, and I've had this happen before, I'll tell someone like, player, I'm gonna use Illy as an example. Illy, stay back and don't move. And the game's going on way over there, she's just standing there. And Lisa, you've never done this, but and Lisa be like, go, push up, go, and Lily's all confused, and then she goes, and we just gonna know. Like, if I'm telling them to stay there, it's for a reason, right? So, just no sideline coaching. Right now, guys, we have to make players in positions out of this group, right? So, what I mean by that is, let's say we get 2 new girls, and I'm like, oh dang, this girl could be goalie, and she gets thrown in the goal, or Yana goes to offense, and Zyler goes to goalie. Like, you gotta remember, we're doing what's in the best interest of the team, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to compete, and we want to win, but we also want to get these girls established in a position where they know, hey, I'm a defender, I'm an offensive player, I'm a goalie, whatever the case may be. Avoid confrontations with coaches, refs, players, or other parents during team events. Just be adults. Again, we're going to have physical games. As you know from practice, I encourage these girls to push, to pull, to do whatever they got to do to get that ball. So if they do it, it's more than likely going to get done back to them. So it's soccer, right? Communication, you guys are all good about communicating with stuff. Number 4 is a big one. Financial responsibility, pay all team fees, dues, or tournament costs by agreed deadlines. Understand that failure to meet financial commitments may result in limited participation. We don't, as of right now, we don't have to worry about that. Luckily, everything for this team, there's no fee. You don't have to pay to play, right? We've been blessed where we've had lots of sponsors, and everything pretty much gets covered. But at some point, I think that might change, right? The bigger we grow, the more teams we have. Like these uniforms, right? They're not cheap, but the more we gotta pay, or the more uniforms we gotta buy, it gets expensive. But I think that we have a pretty good group of families that if we ask, a fundraiser, or hey, can you find a company to sponsor whatever, we can do that. But number 4, just expect for it to change later in the future. Player development focus. You guys see how I coach. I've always said this. To me, it's more than just a sport, right? I wanna teach these girls how to deal with adversity, how to overcome obstacles. They're going to get challenged. They're going to be held accountable. Because again, it's more than a sport, right? I know how to do that tied into sports. That's how I was taught. I played sports my whole life. And I think that if it wasn't for sports, I'd probably be a loser and wouldn't have any integrity, anything like that, morals. So I'm hard on these girls, but I want you guys to understand, like it's for a good reason, and I think you guys see that. I'll never get in, someone's face and scream at them, but I will hold them accountable and, hold them to a standard. Disciplinary actions, again, we've never had any issues like this, but if there's any sideline drama, which we've had, it's away, but it causes tension. And even if, one person or one parent may not see it, everyone else feels it, and it just becomes a dark cloud when we do things like this, or practices at games. If you guys have problems, questions, comments, concerns, just message me, and we'll figure it out. Player expectations. This is a big one. Understand that playing time is earned. Girls, listen to this, okay? Understand that playing time is earned, not guaranteed. Again, this isn't rec. Playing time is determined by the coaching staff. This is a blanket one, all right? Based on effort, I hear that word, effort and attitude, and practices in games, skill improvement and coachability, right? So the better you guys get, the more you're gonna play. Attention, focus, and participation in drills, leadership, teamwork, sportsmanship, consistent attendance at practices and games, overall commitment to the team and its goals. Right now, we talked about it again, right? And I'm glad that everyone's here at this setting, that if one or two girls cannot make a tournament or a game, like, we're screwed, right? Like, look, there's 8 girls here. We play with 5. If 1 or 2 misses, we have 1 sub, and it's gonna be difficult, right? And of course, I'm sure everyone here understands that you have to go to practice to understand what's going on, to learn what's going on, if you want to get playing time. So, player expectations, parent involvement. Whenever we do have fundraisers, events, volunteer opportunities, I'm big on the community, right? So when stuff happens, I want our name to be put out there as a club, right? So if things like that happen, a crowd draws a crowd. So the more people there, the better. If you can volunteer, you can show up and help, please do so. I don't know if the moms still have a momager group, but they always want to do bows for the girls and whatever moms do. So everyone participate in there. It really makes it a lot easier. Club representation. This is actually the biggest one. And I don't think we're going to have an issue with this group. But again, my boys team did this as well. So by registering with this club, Shockwave, parents and players agree to represent this club in a positive and respectful manner at all times, both on and off the field. Families are expected to uphold the value, reputation, and integrity of Shockwave in their actions, conduct, and interactions within the community, at tournaments, games, and in public settings. This bullet is big. Players registered with this club are expected to train and compete exclusively with our club for the duration of the registration period. Participation in practices, training sessions, games, or tournaments with other clubs, academies, or teams, unless expressly authorized by the club, is strictly prohibited. A player will only be permitted to participate with another club or academy upon formal written release from Shockwave in accordance with the club elite policies. In soccer, I don't want to confuse you guys. There's US Club, there's North Texas, and there's another one. These are all like laws, like regulations when it comes to the team, right? So everyone watches sports, right? Football, basketball, Cowboys. So if a player assigns with a team during that season, they can't go play with another team, right? Pretty straightforward. The reason that's highlighted on here is because that's actually what caused turmoil back then. Playing with the rec team, that's different because they're not an academy team. Just like we mentioned, though, if you do put your kids in the rec, prioritize this club. Okay. Right now, they're at the age where they're still too young for some of these camps that you see on Facebook, these training facilities and all that stuff. But those are also clubs. Those are also organizations, right? So if I worked at Lowe's, I'm not going to go into Home Depot wearing my Lowe's stuff and saying, oh yeah, Lowe's, when I'm in Home Depot. It's pretty much the same thing, okay? Any questions about anything? Pretty straightforward? All right, well, sign your life away for a year, and I'll get these from you guys here in a second. It's until August 1st of next year. I can't hear it. Yeah, August 1st of next year, so 2026. And then when that time comes, we'll redo it. But if you guys have people, so remember, we can accept 2019 players. We can accept younger kids. It's your birthday, right? 2019? All right, Anai? Sadai? Yeah. She's 2019? So we can take girls who are younger. We just can't take kids who are older. But like, let's say, next month we had a kid who wanted to play and they had potential. Like, we can always bring them on. Okay, but once you sign, you can't leave, pretty much. Cool? All right. Girls, I want you to listen to this, okay? So this is our player agreement, player promises. So I'm talking to you now, okay? So sit up. You ready, Z? Listen to me, girls. Before we start our season, let's agree on a few important things so we can all have fun, try our best, be amazing teammates, most importantly, win, right? Y'all want to win? Want to be champions? All right. So these are your promises. This is what you have to promise to do, okay? You promise that you have to listen to coach and try your best at all times. You promise? Yes. Promise, Barbie? Yes? Yes. You promise to be kind and respectful to your teammates, coaches, and other teams, okay? You promise to use kind words and have a good attitude even if we lose. Hey, you can't win them all, right? We're going to lose. And when we lose, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be upset, mad, but don't be ugly. And don't disrespect the other people or the other team, okay? Be coachable. Do y'all understand what coachable means? You know, like in practice when you're doing something wrong, and I'm like, hey, you're doing it wrong, you gotta do this. That's being coachable. Right? Because you don't get mad, you don't get sad. Understand that I will push you and hold you accountable, okay? Y'all know that playing time is something that you earn, right? By going to practices and showing up with big smiles, yes? You understand that? Like that. Look at Zyler. How's he? Like that. And remember, we gotta try our best at practices and games, even if it's rough. If you mess up, you're having a bad day, if you get upset, you always have to try your best, okay? Because if you're not trying hard and you're giving up, what are you doing to your teammates? All right? We're a team, okay? Which brings me to my last one. I won't give up on my team because we don't give up on each other. Right? Does everybody promise to do those things? Yes. All right, well then let's get these signed. I'll file you up here one by one, okay? Does everybody know how to write their name? Yes. So I'm going to have them do one. They'll just see if they're just going to sign. Yeah. And then I'm going to have them hold up the jersey. Okay. All right, girls, when I call your name, you're going to come up here. You're going to write your name on this piece of paper, okay? What's happening? What's wrong? She's going first. Hope I don't cry. Just take them off if you can't get them on. It's all right, baby. All right. Everybody ready? All right, so first up, I wrote some stuff down for each girl. So our first up is our ray of sunshine, who is always happy. She's always happy that even in the middle of the game, she's dancing, which we won't do that again. Right? A girl that even after getting coached as hard as she does, she says that she wants to get better because she doesn't want to disappoint her teammates. And that kind of player is someone I'll take any day. So Miss Malia Jackson, come on up here. And write your name right here where it says player. You don't gotta be player. You write your name right there. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
I think it's a little thing.
You're right, pretty. Okay, here. Now stand up. I don't think you stand right there. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to move it because they fall. Look at her right there.
Mommy, girlfriend's Monday.
Got it.
Yeah, because that one falls. All right, next up is a girl with a sweet, raspy voice that will make you smile anytime you hear it. A tough player with a loving heart who is learning quick and is extremely coachable. And I cannot wait to see what the future holds for her. Miss Barbie. Come on, baby. I'm gonna write your name right here on that top line, okay? So pretty. We'll do the job like that.
Perfect.
Thank you, baby. She makes a heart on her eyes. All right. Oh. All right. Next up, this girl has gotten the name from me, my little P. She's so cute that even when you give her instructions multiple times over and over and she still doesn't listen, it's hard to get upset. She's a little speedster who's never played soccer before but shows true potential. She's coachable and she's always excited to learn, and I can't wait to see her growth. Ms. Zyler Dillard, come on, Ms. Z. Sit down, baby. Open the pen. Write your name right down the top little line. Perfect, baby. Hold your jersey up. Okay, back up. All right, next up. Next up, we have our baby, the youngest one of the team, but she's fearless about playing against older girls. And as soon as she is a soon-to-be breakout player, can't wait to see her grow. Very coachable. And what I love about this little girl is that every time I'm telling her something, no matter what it is, direct eye contact, never breaks it, and ends it with a yes, sir. Miss Anaí. Doesn't have to be perfect. Dang, girl, you are prettier than me. Perfect. Good job. Here, I'll take a picture with the jersey. I can't look up because then I'll start crying. All right, next up. My stone cold killer. She always runs to practice with a big old smile on her face, but that smile never reappears during game time. She's fearless, she's tough as nails, and the day she gets more experience, good luck to the offensive players on the other team, Miss Eliana. Take a picture with your shirt down. Look at parts of it. We'll take some more out. Thank you. Good job. All right, next up. Oh, okay. Next up, my Swiss Army knife. She's a reflection of me, where practice isn't really her thing, but under the light, she turns into a whole different monster. She's lightning fast. Good luck getting by her, and if you do, she's gonna catch you anyway. Miss Carmilla. Top line. As best as you can. Good job. All right. Here, take a picture of your jersey. Your new one. Here, come here. This one I actually saw it on Facebook and it's like spot on. So next up, the coach's daughter. Held to the highest expectation. She's the first one there, unlocking gates, carrying cones, dragging balls. She's the last one to leave, packing up cones, checking the pit for lost pennies. She gives up weekends, misses parties, and sometimes just wants to play, not just help out. She listens to team talks. She's heard over 100 times, even after practices and games. She doesn't always get the shout outs, medals, or the recognition she deserves, but she does it all. She's actually the reason why this team is still together, because she is the reason why I'm still coaching, Miss Camila Mendoza. All right, lastly but not least, my protege started off a shy, terrified little girl that couldn't dribble a ball to save her life. She says she wanted it badly. She says she wanted to get better. She gets coached the hardest out of everyone and never once complains. She just nods her head in acknowledgement. The time that we have spent together, she has done a complete 180 as a player and also as a big sister. She's becoming more vocal because she's becoming more comfortable and open as a human. She is given the weight of this team, not because she asked for it, but because I know she can carry it. She's willing to help and teach her teammates, and that's the type of player that I want. That's also the type of player that you want as your team captain, Ms. Ramona. Yes. You just roasted a balloon. And? Perfect. Okay, let's take a picture with your stand up.
Sorry, he wants to take a picture. All right, ready?
Look right there.
Your mommy wants to take a picture.
I'll take a picture. No, Zilo, come on, girl.
Reunion up here.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, girls, come up here. I'll put it over here. I'm gonna go. Alright, we need shortest. So Z right here. Barbie. Nike. Yes, you're short. Carmi. Alright, and then look, stand between. Alright, girls. Line up and look over there. Put whoever's behind, put your faces in between the girls. Like that. Right there, Barbie. Okay? Let me move this stuff real quick. Alright, we're taking the pictures, everybody?
Yes.
Alright. Put y'all's hands down, put y'all's hands down. Or put up number 1, whatever.
Ready? Look right here. 1, 2, 3, cheese. What? Oh shit, hold on. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. And then 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay. And then hold, don't move, guys.
Look, keep looking forward. I don't know who I'm looking at.
1, 2, 3.
All the things. Alright, put up on number 1. Put up on number 1. Say champions on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Champions!
Want to take pictures with the jerseys? Y'all can. You're all mine for a year. Yes, y'all can get some snacks. Come on up. Y'all don't want to take pictures with these so I can start putting them up? Yes. We're gonna get these for those who don't have it, because these we already have. We're also gonna get these for everyone. Parents, if y'all want some of these, I can get y'all some, but